Okay. So, good evening. Let's begin the BossConstructor development stream for this week. I need to disable the volume. Yeah, okay. So, today I'm going to add pirate bases to the game. A pirate base is basically an asteroid with a little carrier hanger on it, and it will spawn interceptors which will attack other ships, player ships, maybe even enemy ships. I'm not sure about that yet. We need to test it. And yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty fun. So in retrospect, I've decided to make the stream a little bit shorter, and also to choose subjects which are, which I can complete in like under 2 hours, and which are also more visual for the viewer. So I think like a pure coding stream for 4 hours is a little bit exhausting, both for me and both for the viewers, who will often have trouble even figuring out what I'm doing and so on. Okay, so what is the agenda for tonight? So pirate bases. First I'm going to create the graphics for the pirate bases, which are basically asteroids with a little carrier module on it. Then I will add these new pirate bases to the map generation process. Then I will add the behavior, which means that it will spawn interceptors which attack other ships. And when I'm done, I'm going to deploy it to Steam so that everyone can try it and play it. Okay, so let's begin. So as usual, I'm going to use my script where I transform height maps to graphics based on some rules. So I'm going to start by making a height map for this pirate base. So let me begin by, where is it? By taking the carrier module, the graphics for the carrier module. Okay, this is it. So, oops. Where is the other one? Okay, so I'm going to copy everything, paste it to the pirate base, group it, and make it much smaller. Okay. Okay. So basically this is like the hangar from which the little interceptors will spawn. And now I'm going to build an asteroid around it. I'm not totally sure how I'm going to do it. Or maybe I even want to have multiple hangars on the asteroid. Well, let's try and see. Okay. Okay, so this is the asteroid part of the base. So I'm going to have to fill it like this, maybe not. So I'm going to add a gradient. They improved it in Inkscape. Nice. Previously there was like this huge drop-down list from which you had to select the gradients, and now they have made it into a nice list. Very nice. How can I edit it? Here, okay. No, right, no. Hello, Tommy. Good to see you. Always watching. I'm a little bit confused how this is supposed to work, to be honest. Because there doesn't seem to be a way to change the colors between which the gradient is moving, which is a little bit strange, to say the least. But I guess we can improvise if we copy it and make it black in the background. Okay, so this is going to be our asteroid. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then we're going to make it more round. I guess I already have a little bit too many points here on the asteroid. Maybe delete that one. Okay. 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 This maybe. Okay. Give it a little dent here in the lower left, maybe. Okay. Make it even more round here. Okay, I guess something like this. Okay. So now let's duplicate it and let's give one like a black color and put it on the bottom. Yes, I guess something like this, a little bit lighter, so that it is on top of the hanger, which is here. Not fully convinced yet. So now I need to group these guys and rotate them together. Okay, maybe like this. And maybe I should really add more hangers to the whole asteroid. Okay. So let's add a second one right here, for example. And put it in the bottom. Okay. And maybe a third one over here. Asteroid does look a little bit odd, so let me adjust it a bit. I guess it has a little bit too many points on this Bezier curve, or however it is pronounced. Okay, I guess I also need to have these little direction indicators on every node. Okay, yeah, that's better, I guess. So let's duplicate it and let's give the top one our gradient like this. Okay. 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 I will give it a little bit more texture when I process it in GIMP. But for now, let's save it. And let's export it. So I'm not quite sure how big it should be. For now, let's stick to 256. Maybe I need to go a little bit larger. Oh, we'll see, we'll see. Okay, fix other pirate base PNG. Okay, export it. And now we can import it in GIMP. Nope. Pirate base. Okay. Okay, nice. So this is our pirate base. Now I want to add a little bit of texture to the asteroid part before I continue. So I guess I'll make a duplicate of this layer and apply a little bit of clouds maybe to the layer here. I'm not quite sure if clouds are the right choice, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so let's set it to addition. Let's set to multiply. Okay, maybe not. I guess addition is sort of the right thing, but it shouldn't be as strong. Okay, nice. Okay, this is sort of what I had in mind. So there's a little bit of height texture here for the asteroid, but it is still all in the range of the, you know, between 0 and 100% brightness. Okay, so let's unify these two layers, and let's make another copy of this layer, and let's apply my magical make shadow script. Oh, I'm sorry. So I guess I'll avoid hitting the table. Okay. Now I need to focus on not hitting my table, so I'm totally paralyzed. Okay, let's reduce the light and the shadows. Left, okay. Color mask, I'm not sure if I need it. Outline should be much weaker. And this guy, yeah, maybe like this. Okay, good. Okay, nice. So, oh, sorry. Need to have some sound dampeners for that. Okay, I guess the light is still a bit too bright, so let me tone that down even further. Okay, especially this one. Okay. Okay, before I continue, let's save it. Pirate base, XCF, okay. And I guess I should also make a normal map at this point before I continue. Thank you. Yeah, actually I've spent a lot of time making like a process where I can, you know, create something decent from just a few boxes and stuff. Okay, so where is it? Bump map, I think? No. Yes, no, it's not bump map. It is normal map, okay. Oh, okay, so the plugin crashed. It is not very nice. Okay, so let me just install updates. Maybe it's fixed by an update. Actually, installing updates during a stream is probably the worst idea ever, but I sort of need this normal map up plugin to work. Okay, so while it is installing, let's close this, save it. And I also want to add a little texture to it, to the asteroid I mean. So, okay, so let me open some of my asteroid texture things. Okay, for example this texture, which would work nice. Okay, let's copy it, paste it here, set it to multiply. Okay, let's edit. And now we just remove the parts where, you know, the starting and landing gear stuff is. Okay. Sweet. Okay. Now it's a little bit darkish, so let me adjust this a bit. Give it a little bit more contrast. So before it was like this, now it is like this. Okay. Okay. Let's see how our update is processing. Okay, still updating. Okay, now I want to make these landing platforms a little bit darker, I guess. Let's make a new layer. Set it to multiply. Make like a black brush. Paint over it, and here, and here, and set it to like 30%. Okay, I guess we can also give it like a little bit of color, maybe slightly red color. Let's test it. So yeah, okay, I guess. Oops, no, not this one. Okay, so we painted a little bit over these asteroid parts. Let's remove it. Okay, so as soon as I can do the normal map stuff, I should be pretty much done. So okay, we can close this one, this guy, save this guy. Let's make a copy of everything. Wait. Okay. So I can use this copy for the normal map later on, maybe. Okay. Okay. More vertical edges by creating a border edge. More vertical edges by creating a border edge gradient from black to gray. To use that as a height map. Do you mean like a gradient from left to right or something? Like, wait, let me test it. Oops. Not like this, I guess. I don't know, by the way, why it opens this stuff on the other monitor. So why don't it? Okay. It's a little bit on the weak side. Do you mean like this? So it is aligned to the edge of the shape. I mean, it definitely looks better like this, but I presume this is not what you meant. So, okay. Okay, so what? Okay. A little bit brighter in general. Oops. Okay. Okay, so let's see if this has changed. So I'll exit GIMP and reload it. And I'll try to apply the normal map plugin, and it's again not working. Why is it not working? Maybe it's not working because it is a hidden layer. Let me try this one. Nope. Okay, so let me try reinstalling it as soon as this is done. Okay. Okay, till then I can already start implementing it in the code. So this is alpha 22nd. And I guess I'm going to start with the asteroid class. Yeah, I guess this makes sense. Pirate base. So the texture is now pirate base. normal should be pirate base normal when it is done. Priority 5 is okay. Priority determines the vertical alignment of the stuff. Sparkle is not required. Loot rate is... yeah, I think they will loot. I mean, they will spawn loot, but I don't think I need it at this point. So... this is the constructor. It's fine. Okay. Color is not required. Size is not required. We only need the position of it. And for start, let's make it 10 times 10 big. Okay, so I guess we can use this one instead. Okay. Rate is size times, okay. Hit points, okay. Rotational velocity and velocity is okay. Base color is white, which is okay. And we can delete all of this stuff. Render minimap. Base color, okay. So I guess I will have to make an icon at some point for it. But for now, let's just make let's just use the standard asteroid icon and make it a little bit bigger, and let's make it red. Okay. So base color. Create body is okay. Fixture is a circle shape, which is okay. Damage is like a standard damage function. Okay, rendering is okay. Execution is okay for now. Spawn loot is something which we'll do later on. Boy, like a standard destroy function, okay. And spawn loot would just be spawning a few gems for now. Okay. Okay. So it will spawn between 1 and 5 gems for now. And this isn't required. Okay. This should be pretty much the class for the pirate base. Okay, it's still updating. So I guess we continue here. Okay, we need to add it to the map generation process. So let's go to map. Let's add a new variable, which is pirate bases. And we're gonna set it to 1 or 2 maybe for testing. Then we need to go to the map generator. And pretty much just add the pirate bases to the game. Pirate base. Okay. And actually that's pretty much the first part and the second part done, which was much faster than I expected. But we still don't have our normal map, so I guess we have to wait a bit. Or we could just start by exporting it without a normal map. So that we can continue and, you know, start like an iteration over how it will look. Pirate base, okay. Hey Rob, now you'll buy it now that it has pirate bases. That's a good point, I guess. So I have added the base graphics to the game. I haven't added the, what do you call it, the normal map yet, because the plugin isn't working at the moment, but it should do soon. I hope so, at least. Base, set base color. Set base color, okay. Okay, I guess I need to copy the base color function from the... No, wait, no, this is okay, this is okay. CR, just one. Okay. So what this update color function does is basically, if the asteroid is damaged, then it will become darker and darker to indicate damage. Okay. So let's see if it compiles. The update isn't done yet. To be honest, I'm not quite sure what I can do if the normal map plugin doesn't work after I reinstall it. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. Okay, so first of all, let's see if the adding has worked. So there should be pirate bases somewhere. I guess? No? Do they not? Oh, wait, there is one. Okay. So there's one pirate base here. I guess it should rotate a little bit. It looks a bit stupid. Okay, so far so good. I guess I should make it a little bit bigger. Maybe a little bit less red, I guess. And I should make it rotate a bit. Okay, so a little bit bigger. Let's try 15. Let's make it rotate a bit. Okay. And let's see. Okay, so our update is done. Make this a little bit bigger for you. Okay, so GIMP plugin normal map is the one I'm using. So let's remove it. And let's install it again. And let's pray that it works now. So I'm going to close it again. Start GIMP again. Let's load it again. And yes, it works. Nice. I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. I was expecting that I would totally fail. Okay. So let's try if this one works. Okay. So let's use private 5 times 5. No, not that one. Cancel. Is it Zobel or Privet? I'm always confusing these guys. I think it is almost the same algorithm, but with a little bit of... Yeah. So basically Zobel and Privet are algorithms for turning height maps into normal maps, and they are based on a very simplish border detection algorithm. And they are largely the same, but I think the difference is if they propagate the differences alongside. It's a little bit hard to explain. What I mean is, if there's like a height gradient from the border to the center, for example, it will sort of preserve this increase over the course of the texture. Yeah, well, I guess it's really hard to see on stream. While Privet looks very flat, this gives it a little bit more depth. Okay, so this is our normal map. It's probably a bit too extreme. We have to test it. So let's export it, Pirate Base normal. And then we can compile it again and see. Nice. The main difference between Java and MJava is the syntax which I'm using. So the syntax which I'm using, which is MJava, is basically an indentation-based syntax, and I also do not need the semicolons at the end of each line, and I also have some, specific language constructs like only and def, which do not really exist in Java. So this is basically translated to Java, and then it is compiled using the standard Java compiler. Okay, so let's have a look. So here's our pirate base. It looks a little bit extreme, the gradient, at least in the middle. And for some reason it also doesn't collide. Okay, I need to add collision for the pirate base. Yeah, but other than that, it's nice, I think. So I'm going to decrease the... Okay. So let's make the normal map a little bit less extreme. So let's make like 0. Wait. What? Okay. Let's make it like 0.2 maybe. 0.15, which is half of what we had previously. Okay. And I guess what I should do... So basically, a little problem which I had was that there was a very large amount of height contrast here at the launch pads, which looked a little bit extreme. So maybe I can make that part a little bit fuzzy. I'm not quite sure. Okay, so first of all, let's try making this like 0.2. And again, export it as the normal map. And other than that, I should turn down the slide effect slightly, because I think it was a little bit too strong. Let's export it again. Pirate base. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I hope so too. Okay, so while it compiles, let me take a look at the link Tommy sent me. How can I? Yeah. Ah, okay. I see. It is a good question, yeah. I think it should be possible in GIMP. At least using some filters, you should be able to do it. So for the sake of the exercise, let's give it a try. Okay, but first let's have a look how it works. Okay, so here is our pirate base. Nice. I think the texture maybe needs to be a little bit. I mean, the asteroid texture maybe needs to be a bit finer, so that it mixes better with the other asteroids. And other than that, it's just floating along. Maybe it shouldn't be that fast. It's actually a little bit disturbing if you imagine like having this really powerful base floating around. Okay, so let's close this and let's take this layer and make it a little bit. Wait, what? Make it a little bit smaller. Okay, let's make it like 25% smaller, I guess. Nah. Unfortunately, it now has these empty spots where I painted over it, but we can just move the texture around. These craters are a little bit disturbing, so maybe like this. I try to, choose parts of the texture which do not have like hugely visible textures, because otherwise you would just realize too quickly that all the pirate bases are the same texture. But this part should be fine, I think. Okay. But is it really finer than it was before? Maybe I should make it even smaller. Let's make it 25% smaller. Yeah, this looks nice, I think. Okay. So again, let's remove this stuff. This stuff. And this stuff. Okay. Okay. I guess we should regenerate the normal map. So let's copy everything. Let's make a copy of everything that is visible. Let's remove the old normal map. first of all, let's export everything. Yeah, I think this should probably match the size of the actual asteroids. Okay, and whoops, and again, a normal map it. The settings were pretty fine, I think, so we can just use the same settings. Okay, so I guess this part is not really correct because the asteroid part is supposed to be above the landing pad, but whatever. Okay, so let's export it. Pirate base normal. Save it. And let's give it another try. To make them a little bit slower, like this maybe. Okay.
Begin mission. Hostile capital ship detected.
Okay, where is it? Okay, one is here. Okay. Yeah, I think it matches pretty nicely. I think the normal map is still a little bit too strong. So I'm going to make the normal map a little bit weaker. And yeah, I think I see what you mean. And I should also make the borders a little bit lower. Okay, let's do it. Okay, other than that it is sort of fine. But okay, so let's remove this layer. Let's make a new layer. Let's make it transparent. And in this layer, I'm just going to paint over the borders of our asteroid. Like this, maybe. Okay. And I'm going to Gaussian blur it a bit. Okay. And then I'm going to set it to multiply, and then I'm going to make it darker. Okay, yeah. So that the edges. Let's do that again. Let's actually make it a little bit smaller. Okay, I guess we need to be a little bit more careful so that we have a nice little border to our asteroid. Okay. So let's blur it again. Maybe like this. Okay. Multiply. And not quite as opaque. Yeah, this should work. This should work actually. Yeah, this should be much better. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah, you are correct. It does look a little bit shinier. I guess the reason is that I have a higher setting on the normal map, so I need to make that a little less strong the next time. Okay, pirate base. And again, let's make a copy of everything that is visible. Let's move it down here. Let's make a normal map. Okay, so maybe we should make like 1.025 or something to make it even weaker. Maybe this is the one I should take, I'm not quite sure. Let's try this one. Yeah. Ah, okay. Good idea actually to make separate normal maps. But unfortunately it's a little bit hard to do this now that we are in GIMP and we do not have the original objects. What would I do? I mean, I could just manually go here and blur the borders, which is probably what I'm going to do. And let me just look at how it's currently. Okay, like this. Okay, here it looks a little bit too strong, the effect here. But the gradient, I mean the normal map itself seems to be fine. It's just that this is a little bit too dark now. Okay, so I'm going to try two things. First, I'm going to make this a little bit blurry at this point. Not quite sure. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. Okay. So, make this a little bit smaller. Always taking the quick and dirty route. Absolutely. Okay. So, nice and blurry. Also here, nice and blurry. Nice and blurry. Okay. Excellent. Export this guy. Oops. And finally, let's make this weaker for the actual image. Okay. I guess we could even go to this and wait. Make it a little bit less extreme. Or maybe not. I mean, could we do? Yeah, I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I mean, I guess I could remove. I could remove some of the lines here on the border. Ah, whatever. Whatever. Okay. So, pirate base. And let's try it again. I mean, in general, I have like more like an iterative approach. I mean, like, if the graphics, progress, then I will go to the stuff that looks really terrible and fix it again or improve it. And I mean, like the module graphics, they are already like the 4th generation or the 5th generation even, where I've constantly or steadily improved how it looks. Yeah. Yeah, maybe my quick and dirty approach is why it is on early access, but maybe it is also because it's slightly less complex than Battlefleet Engineer.
Begin mission.
I mean, it probably is also because I started a lot earlier, so there is that. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm sort of happy with these guys. Yeah? Yeah? I like it. Okay. So next I'm going to add collision behavior so that it collides with all the other stuff. So let's go to contact handler, which is where the collisions are evaluated. Okay, so first of all, we need to make it collide with shots. So pirate bases should take damage from shots, which is what we have added here. And it also needs to collide with shots, which is here. I don't know if it should interact with the grappling hook, so I'm going to leave that for a moment. It should definitely collide with other asteroids. It probably should also collide with other pirate bases, but whatever. The flying modules and astro ship. Wait a second. And it should collide against other ship parts. I'm not quite sure where it is. Here. Okay, this is only when you take damage. Yeah, it should work like this. Okay, so I need to make sure that it can also, that the player can destroy it by ramming into it. So I need to. This is sort of not so pretty, because asteroids and pirate bases do not inherit for the same behavior. I guess I could make the pirate bases inherit from the asteroids, but what does it need? I do need something that has hit points and something that has damage. Has a damage function. So I guess I could make a damageable interface or something. Or I could just make... Yeah, okay. Again, quick and dirty approach. I'm not going to cast this as asteroid. I'm going to go down here and I'm going to cast A as asteroid. We have asteroid damage, asteroid hit points, and here cast A as pirate base. Okay, then we just delete the general cast over here. Last damaged by asteroid pirate base. And then we can just rename it to astroship to stuff ship, and use this lambda function both for our asteroids and for our pirate bases. Yeah, actually, that might work. So let's try it. What is your general timeline for Battlefleet Engineer? Do you think you will, have like a public version by the end of the year? Or something like, early access, or like an enhanced demo or something?
Begin mission. Hostile capital ship detected.
I just want to see if it collides. Okay, this works. Missiles do not lock onto it yet, which I should change. And I cannot collide with it for some reason. And now the game crashed, I think. Did it? Yes, it did. Okay, so first of all, let's see what the crash was. Pirate base cannot be cast to ship part. Okay. Pirate base cannot be cast to ship part. Okay. 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 So it was okay. Yeah, my mistake. It's pirate base versus ship part, not the other way around. Flying module, jam, asteroid. Yeah, and it should be pirate base versus asteroid as another collision option. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, by the way, the shield effect which you posted on, I think last week's Screenshot Saturday were pretty great. So I'm sort of tempted to to make something similar, but I mean the shields in BossConstructor work quite differently, so it wouldn't really fit too well, I think. Okay. So let's see if I can remit it. I should really take a faster ship to test this. What the? Okay, they do not collide with each other. Okay, but yes, they collide with ships. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. So, what is next? Okay, so missiles should lock onto them. So I need to adapt the missile behavior. Put WIP in range. Okay, I guess this is the function which I use for this. Okay, if it is asteroid, Shepard, or mine. Okay. Or pirate base, I guess. That should be it. Okay, so now missiles should lock onto pirate bases. And finally I need interceptor launching, which will be awesome. Okay, so let's see how interceptors work. Yeah, I was wondering how you do the shield effects, because they almost look like, you know, you have like a little visual distortion, like looking through a lens, which was really awesome. So, are you actually calculating some sort of distortion, or are you just, you know, faking it by recalculating the trajectory of the stuff which is going through the shield? Let's call it attack run. Recharge, move to target, destroy. Okay, so what I need to do in order to make the pirate base spawn stuff, first of all, I need to check if other ships are in range. Oops. Let's see how this is done in the carrier module. So, launch. Interceptor Shepard world time. Last launch. Okay, so maybe it looks better if they do not launch when a ship comes by, but instead when they circle around the pirate base all the time. Yeah, I guess that would be pretty nice. So, okay, so let's add some interceptors. And now we need to change the code for the interceptors, because currently it is only working with carrier modules. And we should... Oh wait, maybe it's easier to fake being a carrier module, but that's very ugly. That's very ugly actually. I see, I see. I see. It looks really great. So, send number, construct carriers. Assign pirate base. Number not required. Start base word. Start base position. Okay. position of the interceptor. Okay. Start base x plus like random value, so that they are not all on top of each other. Okay, rotation is pretty much irrelevant. It can just be random pretty much. And velocity is also not so important in the beginning because they will fan out eventually. And set state is launch. Okay. So basically now we have to... It's not very pretty actually. Because on all sorts of positions we have the starting module be a part of the code for the interceptor. We have to navigate around it somehow. Okay. So create body, create fixture should be okay. Set state should be okay. Get nearest enemy is okay, I guess. However, we need to change the part where the faction is determined. This is so ugly, I hate it. But I do not see an either way around it. Okay, so quick and dirty. So if start module is not null and faction is start module faction, then break, okay. Other than that, okay. And if start module is not null and start module shipper is the shipper we are evaluating, and we break, okay. Okay, distance, okay, this function should be fixed now. I'll answer your questions in a second. I will just try to get it to compile for now. Okay, so this is the code where the interceptor is destroyed when the starting module is destroyed. So a starting module starting module is null and start base is null. Okay, I need to make this a little bit more precise. So if start module, so if both start module and start base are null, then we destroy our stuff, our interceptor. Next, if the start module is not null and the ship part is null or the ship part is destroyed or whatever, then we destroy it. And finally, if the start base is not null and start base is not null and start base is destroyed. then we destroy our interceptor. Okay. 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 So this is check if starting module base is destroyed. Okay, good. Next. This is the trail behind the interceptor, which is okay. And finally we have this stuff. So launch, and we set it to escort. If it is escorting, then okay. So if start module is not null, then the position is determined by the starting module, and otherwise, if start base is not null, then position is determined by the start base position plus random addition. Okay, good. Okay, so escorting should work. Next we have attack run, which almost works. Start module shipart world at shot. Wait, doesn't the interceptor have a world as well? Okay, it does not. Okay. This is not, should not be required actually. Actually, it should have a reference to the world it is in. Okay. World. Okay. So if it is a module, then world is start module shipart world, and if it is started from a base, then world is start base world. Okay, good. Where was I? Okay, here we can now just use world. Okay, next we have damage. How much damage should the interceptor do? Okay. So let's make a damage variable. And if it is launched from a module, we use the same code which we used previously. And if it is launched from a pirate base, I guess we will use the same damage, but we have to look up what it is. So the carrier has 4 damage per shot. Okay, so let's also use 4 for now. Okay, are we done yet? Let's see. Here this is done, this is also done. Okay, return is not done, but should it return? Okay, maybe we can disable returning in general for this type. So basically, in the normal carrier module, the interceptors launch, they attack, and after a certain amount of shots, they return to the carrier to recharge. And this is this return state. But I guess we can just disable this for the base. Okay. and start base is null. Okay. Okay, so basically, if it is a pirate base, then they do not return, I guess. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe. I guess at some point they need to return, because I also need to have a mechanism to make them spawn if they get destroyed. Okay, so guess I'm not doing this. Instead, yeah, I guess I just have to distinguish between the two cases. So again, position if start module is not null, and position is this, and otherwise start base is not null. Then new vector, start base px, start base py. Okay. I guess this is really sort of a quick and dirty solution to this problem, because if I would have known that the interceptors would be used both by carrier modules and by pirate bases, then I would have programmed them in a different way. But what can you do? Okay, so start module is not null. Then remove them here. Okay. Actually, this part is the same for both of them. And if start base is not null. Okay, start base interceptors, remove this. Okay, so I guess we should make a list of all the interceptors which we have, so that we can, check how many we have and spawn more if we need them. Okay, so let's make interceptors, make that a linked list of type interceptor. Okay, let's see if it works. I guess there's one more thing which we have to change. Yeah, if we destroy it, we need to remove this as well from the list. Okay, so first let me have a look at the wow. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. Huh. It's really nice, really nice. That is really awesome, actually. That's really awesome. Very nice. I don't know if you've by chance seen the Snark Tank, which is like a new show by Total Biscuit's wife on YouTube, where they review and discuss trailers by games which have been released on Steam. And this is like the game for Total Biscuit, because in the last episode they were talking about how he loves construction-based space games with good shield effects, and your game is the perfect fit. So you should definitely check that out and contact him. Maybe he'll give your game a look, and yeah. Okay. Execute is already defined. No suitable interceptor found. Okay. So two mistakes here. Okay, we have execute here, which we also have down here. Okay. And we need to give reference to the pirate base when we create a new interceptor. Okay, should look good. In total, I've been working on this for like 6 or 7 years now, but there have been like huge periods where I haven't been working on it at all. So yeah. I mean, like, effective working time is probably like 2 years, I guess. I guess if I given the stuff I've learned in the meantime, if I had to start from scratch, it would probably take me like 1.5 years now to get to the state where I'm at, I guess. Yeah, I guess 1.5 is a fair guess, but it's only because, now I know all the quirks from the engines which I'm using, and I have my setup done, so to say. Okay, so we need to initialize the stuff to null or whatever. I mean, this is a part which I do not get about the Java compiler, for example. If I have it like this, it throws an exception. It doesn't compile, because position may not be initialized. But if I explicitly set it to something which is not initialized, then it's fine. So if I set the worst case, then it will accept it. I don't get it. I think the interceptors will not fight each other, because they only target chip parts. So they do not use the same targeting function as the missile launchers. Oh, by the way, we should change it so that, yeah, missiles should totally target interceptors. Oh, that would look pretty cool, actually. Huh. Let's try that. Okay, it compiled. Let's see if it crashes. It does not crash. What the? Okay, you probably didn't see it on stream, but there was like an infinite number of interceptors spawning, which is probably related to the fact that we do not check. Yeah, okay. So basically it was spawning like 10 interceptors every frame, which looked cool while it lasted. Okay, so let's do it correctly now. So while interceptor's size is smaller than interceptor count, we spawn a new interceptor. And we also need to add this interceptor to the list. Right at I, and interceptors at I. And I guess I'm also going to make a little delay so that they do not respawn instantly. Yeah, but I guess we can first check if it works so far. So far, my plan of finishing in under 2 hours seems still doable. So I have like 30 minutes left.
Begin mission. Module trader detected.
Okay. So it did spawn interceptors. They seem to be sort of lazy, because they're all sitting on the same spot and they are not moving. So I guess I need to make them move. Ah, okay, I see what the problem is. Yeah, okay. If you remember the standard carrier module, there you have all the interceptors on a fixed position around the ship. But what I would like to have here is to have them swarm around a bit around the asteroid. How do I do it? Interceptor, launch, escort. Okay. Pi number -4 divided by 12, whatever. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to do a quick and dirty solution. So this is divided by 12, multiplied by pi. So I guess there are 24 possible positions. So let's initialize it to a random position. Between 1 and... let's make it true random. 24 times random. No, wait. We don't need to change the angle, but the number. Okay. And we need to change it from time to time. So if start base is not null, and okay, another quick and dirty solution with 1% probability. Well, let's try 1% probability. We changed this position. Yeah, that should work. I guess 1% is a little bit big, so I guess we can reduce it later on. But for now it should be a little swarmier than before. Okay, possible loss of precision. Okay. So I guess we need to explicitly convert it to float, which is okay. Huh? What? Ah, okay, it needs to be int. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested if it works now. They should be a bit swarmy now.
Begin mission.
Yeah, they are swarmy. Nice, I like. So let's see if they attack now. Okay, they do attack, but something seems to be crashing. Okay, so let's see what's crashing. Interceptor execute. Line 3 to 8. Okay. interceptor 328. Let's see what it is. Okay. Shot fireball, start module, chipboard word. Okay, yeah. That's a mistake, of course. I guess it was here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Okay, so we just have to remove this stuff. And given that the repositioning was working, I can reduce it maybe to, I don't know, 4 per 1000. Okay, and let's try again.
Begin mission. Factory detected.
Okay. Now it's a little bit too low because some of them do not really move anymore. So I guess 1% was good. Okay. Now let's try to get attacked by them. And also I could try if the lock on works. Yeah, it does. Well, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, make it more swarmy. I would also like to add the damage texture from the asteroid. So, more swarmy is here. Okay. Damage texture from asteroid is here. So let's just steal it. Okay, pirate base. Okay. Done. And of course we sort of have to check if the balancing is sort of correct. Okay, so now the hit points is just the size. So it has 200, whatever, 225, I guess. Okay, let's try it again. Ah, okay. Ah, actually that makes sense. That makes sense. So it's sort of a security thing where you want to avoid using stuff which... Ah, okay. That makes sense, actually. Yeah. Yeah.
Begin mission. Module trigger detected.
Okay. It's swarmy again. It's like a swarming pot of death which is just hovering around the level. I like it. Yeah. I should modify the artificial intelligence so that it tries to avoid the in the pirate bases. I really need a faster ship to test this. Okay.
Begin mission.
And I also need to remove the pirate bases from random sectors and so from what is it? From test maps and so on. Too stupid. Where is it? Okay, it's not here. Oh, it's up there. Okay.
Module collected.
I need to find a better way to display it on the minimap. Excellent.
Module collected.
Damage is working. So, what else do we have? Okay, so let me try it again to see if the balancing is sort of okay-ish.
Begin mission.
And I wanted to change the icon. Where is it? Okay. It's actually, I like it. I really like it. Okay, so icon. It may be a bit too powerful, so I guess I'm going to decrease the damage of the stuff. Okay, okay. So okay, so first of all, let me cut the damage in half for now. So damage is 2. Second, second, I want to I want to add it as a parameter for the artificial intelligence. So let's just put it here. If it is a, what was it, pirate base, then we basically increase the penalty for moving through this part of the sector. And finally, wanted to change the icon for the pirate base. So, minimap, render enemy, subtexture, check subtexture. What is check subtexture? Texture atlas, get texture string. Okay, I see. So it is actually rendering the pirate base. Okay. So if I make it white, if I make it a little bit bigger, maybe ×2, then maybe it looks good. So let's test it. Yeah, the all modules ship isn't as powerful as you would expect. It's actually pretty broken. Okay.
Begin mission. Module traitor detected. Enemy station detected.
Okay, so now it shows up on the minimap. It's a little bit... I don't know. I sort of need to improve the way the minimap looks, because it's just a little bit too... Okay, so while I'm at it, I'm going to... Wait, where's my ship? I'm going to take a nice screenshot of our new pirate base. Okay, screenshot is done. Now let's close it. Yeah, and I guess it's pretty much done. There are two things which I'm going to change now. First of all, I'm going to add it to the patch notes. So, patch 67, added pirate bases. And a second thing which I'm going to change is a slight balance tweak. So basically, I was having a brief look at the player metrics, and I realized that many players are dying right at the beginning. So I'm going to decrease the initial difficulty a bit, while keeping the overall maximum the same. So let me try 250. Okay. So basically I'm just going to change this value and see how it improves or how it changes in the long run. And maybe next week I'll have another look and adapt it accordingly. Okay, so patch notes. I guess maybe 250 is a little bit too low. Let me see how it works out if I start it. And while I'm at it, I can also start deploying stuff. I can do that here. Okay. Okay, so the new patch notes are here, and I just wanted to check how the difficulty is now at the beginning of the sector.
Galaxy map initialized.
Okay, now enemy strength is 300, 350, 400, okay.
Begin mission.
So let's try a 300 one.
Trader detected. Hostile capital ship detected.
Okay, and it's basically... Okay, I guess the capital ship is a little bit... Yeah, yeah, okay. That's bad luck, actually, in this case. So the actual enemy is just this guy, which shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, and this is something which I cannot really change that easily at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that the way it is now. I'm going to reduce the number of pirate bases to 1 in every second sector, so it's 50% now to spawn a pirate base, and that should be pretty much it. So I'm going to compile it again. To add an announcement. Okay.
Galaxy map initialized.
Okay. Okay. So I guess the player just has to learn that he should not, take a sector where there's a huge boss enemy. But I mean, it shows in the tooltip of the sector. So yeah. That should be sort of done after a little bit of trial and error. Okay, so let's make a deployment. Let's make a small announcement of it. Patch notes. Okay, that's done. Okay, so let's wait while it deploys. In the meantime, we can close this stuff, and I can have a look at the screenshot which I just made. Let's cut it out nicely. Guess it's a little bit too late for Screenshot Saturday, but I can just make this little thing. Okay, let's save it.